I'm Tom from Do-It-Yourself Home Automation, and this is a look at my Govee Lyra floor lamp. Govee sent this to me to check out, so thank you for that. Let's take a look at this. So as you can see, it's got a very sort of modern, minimalist design. It doesn't look like your traditional lamp at all. And you've got this base down at the bottom, and then you've got this long aluminum kind of pole, very thin, maybe about an inch thick. And on the other side of it, you can see here we've got this LED light strip, and we'll get into what that's for in a moment. When it arrives, it does arrive kind of packed in pieces. It took me about 15 minutes, I would say, to set it up. You're screwing the pieces of this long extended element up, and then you're putting this strip in. So not so hard to put together. And that's the Govee Lyra then set up in the room. And the idea is that this light shines onto the wall. And they encourage you to put it in a corner. You can also use it just against any wall here. But basically, unlike a normal table lamp or floor lamp that's shining out into the room, the LED light strip is shining back onto your wall and creating this sort of whole lighting effect here. Based on the brightness, I would say this is more of an accent lamp. It's not going to add enough light to light up a room independently necessarily, but it does definitely have enough light to add some nice accent to the room. Or if it's a small room or you want to use this as an element of your overall lighting, it works great for that. I love the very sort of minimalist modern design. This doesn't look anything like you would think a normal lamp would, so I think that's really neat. And we've got a remote control on it, so that starts to get into the smart features. So this remote control is magnetic. You can stick it to the lamp if you want to. There's also an app that you can use to control the Govee Lyra's functions. So let's take a look at what some of those are. Because this has a high quality LED strip that's providing the lighting, you have a lot of options for the light. So you can make this any color temperature. If you want it to be a very kind of clinical blue type of light, we're gonna press on here and we're gonna say cool. We're gonna keep pressing that. And you can see this is like a daylight kind of light. And that's nice for during the day. Some people like that overall, to have more of a bluish light. Or we can press warm and we can go all the way down. This is like candle light. This is probably about 3000 Kelvin, and that's what you'd expect from a traditional incandescent bulb. So a lot of people like that to be a very sort of warm light for your home. And again, you can use the remote or the app to make that switch, and you can change it whenever you want. So maybe during the day, you like it to be here. Maybe at night, you're winding down. You want almost like a candlelight type of feel in the room. You can do that. You can also dim and brighten the light. So you can go down to nothing. You can go all the way up to full brightness. Nice to be able to do that. Maybe you want to use it as an accent light or even a night light in your kid's room, or you want to use an accent night and your light, you're going to watch a movie and you want to be able to turn the light down in the room remotely. You can do that really easily here. One of the other cool things, though, is that in addition to those different kind of flavors of white light, you can also switch through color lights. So from the remote here, we can keep pressing this color button, and it's going to cycle through these various solid colors. We can also, from the app, use a color picker and choose any color in the total spectrum. So you end up with 16 million different color choices. Definitely enough to set the mood however you'd like in your room. And again, if you want to just be able to make a simple switch between colors, you can do that here on the remote just by pressing that color button. I think this is great for kids, especially when they're learning the color. It's really exciting to press that button and change out the colors in their room. And you can see I've got it set up here in kids' room. So I think that's a nice use for it. Also, if you want to do an accent color in your house or for, a holiday or something. So maybe you celebrate Christmas and you want to put two of these out in your room and have one be red and one be green. You can do that very readily here. Power button switches the lamp on and off. But then the other nice thing with this RGB LED light strip is that each segment of the lamp is actually individually controlled. And that allows it to do some neat things. One is that in the app, you can choose different scenes where portions of the lamp end up lit differently. But it also means you can press this music button, and when you do that, the lamp is going to use some effects where different parts of the lamp are going to respond based on an internal microphone to the music playing or to voice in the room. So I'm going to press that, and you can see now as I talk, it's going to actually listen to me, And you can see as my voice, it's reacting, and it's actually creating this rainbow effect up and down the wall here as I speak. So a really cool effect for a party, or you could even bring this to a gig if you're a musician and have kind of like a lighting effect built in where it responds really nicely to the beat of the song that you're singing or performing. And you can change through different kinds of effects. So here it's actually pulsing the whole lamp. Here it's going to almost be like a sound bar. You can see the light shoots up to the top and starts to drop, and then when you speak or play sound again, the light's going to push it back up again. So if I stop speaking, it's going to slowly drift down. Boop. You can see that, kind of a cool effect, and again, you can cycle through those on the remote, or you can actually synchronize this with music from your phone and that kind of thing through the app. And the final smart feature, you can also add this so that you have control of it using your Amazon Echo with the Alexa service. So it can connect to your home network, and you can speak to the lamp and ask it to do things using your Echo device. So really cool, really modern and interesting looking lamp here with the Govee Lyra. Really like the different colors, and also that you can do this from a remote, because again, I think it makes it more usable for multiple members of your family, even your kids, to be able to control it without having to always pull up your phone. But then I love that in the phone, you can do a lot to customize the different segments of the light, to choose different patterns, and to really set the mood however you want in your house. So that's the Govee Lyra floor lamp.